everybody. Welcome to Ready, Set, Grow, a monthly podcast of the Loudoun Education Foundation. I'm Danielle Nadler, the Executive Director of LEF, and I am so excited to have Enma Oliveros with us. Enma is the Family Liaison at Smarts Mill Middle School in Leesburg. Thank you so much for joining us, Enma. We're excited.
Thank you for having me.
How long have you worked as a Family Liaison?
This will be my fourth year coming up at the end of the school year.
Have you been at Smarts Mill that whole time?
I started out a part-time at Ball's Lab. I don't know if you know this, Danielle, but some schools have a full-time person, a family liaison. Most schools have a part-time.
Yeah.
It depends on, the community where the school is located.
Explain a little bit about what family liaisons do, and then I'd love to know kind of what drew you to that role.
Okay, so the primary role is to facilitate communication between parents and school, also to help parents navigate the school system. You know how, as a new parent, as a person that is new to our school system, it's a lot to learn. So a lot to navigate from the different platforms that the school uses, different procedures depending on where student goes, and mainly is to make sure every student has what they need to be successful academically and socially. From food, backpacks, school supplies.
Would you say in your job you regularly work with a large number of students? Like, is it, I don't know how you put a number on that, but would you say half the student body closely?
Well, it's very diverse. Particular here in Smarts Mill, I'll say I work with about 30% of the population.
Okay. Yeah, that's amazing. And I'll just share from the Loudoun Education Foundation's perspective, family liaisons really are kind of the boots on the ground. They're really our contact and the contact of so many nonprofits who provide resources for Loudoun County families, because family liaisons like Enma have their finger on the pulse of what the need is. LEF's Fueled program, which provides for about 2,000 students each week through meal bags and in-school pantries. One of our in-school pantries is at Smarts Mill. We really worked with family liaisons a couple years ago to ask, when is the food that we're providing what families want? I think not all families want peanut butter and mac and cheese. So we really worked with you all to work on food that wouldn't be thrown away, frankly, and also that would be appreciated, and go in with, yes, this is what our family's cooking, and this will really supplement our groceries for the week. So thank you for being one that's so responsive to share, hey, we're getting requests for masa or whatever it might be. Here are our requests. And then we can communicate that to the food bank, Blue Ridge Area Food Bank, who we purchase our food from, to make sure that families want dignity, but then also, frankly, it helps no one if the food isn't used.
In our families, Danielle, they are so grateful. They send me messages all the time. Enma, you have no idea how much this means to us. To know that we can go to Smarts Mill and we can have groceries, and that is a lift up of their shoulder of things that they will need during the week, and they didn't have the money to get it. So they are very appreciative, and I always tell them that this is through LEF, or this is fuel. How the way that you work, you have volunteers. I have volunteers here once a week delivering the food, which is amazing.
That's so encouraging to hear. It's nice to hear that what the impact is, and to hear from you who sees it every day. And yes, we're so appreciative of our volunteers and donors, of course, and just helping make it possible, because our team's pretty small. LEF just has 2 individuals who are on the fuel team, as you know, and it's a big lift. So I'm just so appreciative of Kirsten and Courtney who run that program.
Yeah, it's making a huge impact in our community.
Would you share what other type of resources you might be connecting families to that's not just LEF?
I with medical resources in the community. I work very closely with HealthWorks. I also help, assess any other needs like glasses, optical,
Great.
exams. I work with Target Optical and least or the school supplies. Like we beginning of the school year, like this past year, I have like 40, close to 50 students that I was able to provide school supplies, backpacks. I also work closely with Women's Giving Back. I don't know, it's located in Sterling, and they are a great resource also in the area.
Your room at that school is the one-stop shop for here's what we're going through, or here's a particular obstacle that is in the way of our learning, and you're the one who often knows where to go for help to get that need met. And I feel like without the family liaisons, it would be just a little bit of, there's hundreds of nonprofits in the community, so it's hard to know how to navigate it for anyone.
I was gonna say they don't know how to get connected to those resources, or they don't even know they exist. You know what I mean? Another is good to us, and anytime I reach out to them is mobile hub.
Oh,
Well, great resource when it comes to clothing, shoes.
I know that you also run the Parents as Educational Partners, or PEP program. Would you share a little bit about that? That's another program that LEF helps fund in partnership with Jack Kent Cooke Foundation.
Yeah, it's an engagement, it's an engagement program for parents to get involved, to feel comfortable coming here to our school, get to know some of our staff, get to know how to, navigate certain situations, or how to navigate the school system at all. Our perspective, it is usually about navigating parent view. It is
Yes.
if you're parent.
I'm a brand new LCPS parent, and I still don't.
It is so useful if you know how to navigate it. You can see from your students and report cards. Yes, you can change your contact information, which is so important to have updated, phone numbers. Whenever there is an emergency, we have the right number to contact the family. So PEP is a program that has made a big impact in our school community. They know about like about our school because of PEP. They know how to contact, or simply how to report an absence. There are like different ways to do it. So basic things like that parents don't know how to, here at PEP we teach them.
That is really cool. And what have you seen? I mean, certainly it's important for any family or parent to be engaged in their kids' education, but I would feel like, especially if you're new to Virginia, you're learning about the county and the local resources and how this school district does it versus the school district they may have grown up in. Like everyone is so different. And frankly, I gotta say, there's just so much more technology now than we have a kindergartner, so it's all still new to me and I'm still learning. But we didn't have Parent View and an app for the bus and an app for the school lunch, and there's just a lot to learn. But why do you feel that that's important for families to be able to feel comfortable in their student school community?
It is important because the more involved they are here, the more comfortable, welcome they feel here, the more involved they will get, the more informed they are, the more they can help their students. That's what I believe. The way that you can help your student to be successful in the school system here is to be involved, to know and to learn what's going on are you student. How, now here in middle school, you learn that in some years. But the students, they pick or choose certain classes for the following year. A lot of people don't know that they have that option. If they're not music, they can take art, or they can choose facts. I believe it makes students successful. The more you know, the more they informed you are about your student school, the more successful your students will be.
That's such a good way to put that. Was there anything else that you wish the general population knew about family liaisons and your role?
Basically, they can reach out. Every school has one family liaison. We are normally contact via the phone, email, and we are here to give or to facilitate communication between school and parents. And also we are here to help them connect with different resources within the community. Some of us also interpret in different languages. I am a Spanish interpreter myself. So basically we are here to ensure the students have what they need to be successful.
That's incredible. We're so thankful for you. And I know just talking with other nonprofit leaders, they are also so thankful for the family liaisons.
Thank you, Danielle. Thank you for sponsoring for LEF. I know LEF is also one of the sponsors of the non. So that is, I know I don't even expect a thank you. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to expect but it feels nice and it feels good to be recognized and see that other people sees your job.
So well said. I think with anyone in any job, I don't think any of us show up for the thank you or for the kudos, but then when it does happen, it's like, okay, then when there's those tough days, it's like, okay, people are appreciating, making a difference. But I hope you know that.
Yeah, and like I said, just also things that are very rewarding to me are when the parents or the students, I have sometimes the needs or I connect with the parents through the students because the students also know that I'm the person that they can go to when there is a need at home or here at school. So they come, and when I do even a little thing for them, they're so appreciative, and that is very rewarding to me.